Alrighty. Hello, and welcome to Pokemon Renegade Platinum Hardcore Nuzlocke. We, if you don't know what this is a ROM hack made by Dreyano, which is an increased difficulty ROM hack of Pokemon Platinum. And I already went and made the character because I had a few things I wanted to get done before we, start this journey off. And, well, let's just dive right into it. So, if you don't know Dreyano, he makes a bunch of ROM hacks of the base Pokemon games, which are increased difficulty, and generally they help well, I don't want to say flesh out, they help expand the experience of a base Pokemon game. They make all the Pokemon catchable. He gives a bunch of stat changes and just general ability, just balance tweaks to the Pokemon to make them, in almost every case, more valuable and optimal in terms of like stat distribution, move pool, stuff like that. And they also just generally have a lot of like quality of life improvements, things like that, which Renegade Platinum is full of. Renegade Platinum is actually one of Dreyano's more recent works. This came out in like 2019, I believe. This came out in 2019, which is 5 years ago, which is kind of crazy to say that. You know, where's time gone and such. But yeah, it's one of his more recent works, and it's a very well done work of it. I have not really played it myself up until now, I suppose. And from what I've heard, this is a pretty outstanding ROM hack. But yeah, this is gonna be a hardcore Nuzlocke of it. Which, if you don't know, basically I'm adding a few rules to the game to make itself harder for me. It is going to have every single level cap. I cannot go past it, and the level cap is instated by the gym leader's highest level. If Pokemon faints, it's dead. I cannot use it ever again, and I cannot use items in battle. So yeah, I never realized how long of an intro Platinum has. Like, obviously it goes just beyond this. We have to go back to Sanjin Town and talk to Rowan again and shit like that. But yeah, I never realized how long it takes. Usually people harp on Sun and Moon for having really long opening cutscenes, which I completely agree with. Every time I think about playing like Ultra Sun and Moon for like a decent difficulty base game Nuzlocke, it's like the cutscenes, man. They hit me in my head, and I'm just like, I don't want to. I can't do it, boss. But, I suppose that's just me complaining a little bit, but a majority of people seem to have a similar sentiment. So, yeah. Alright, the stars. I want to talk about them a little bit. While I've not played this game before, I'm familiar with other Dreyano ROM hacks and their sense of balancing. And usually he does a pretty good damn job of it, if I may say so. I've completed Storm Silver, I've completed Rising Ruby, and I've completed Fire Red Omega in all hardcore Nuzlocke. So yeah, let's get down to the meat and potatoes of this. So first up, Turtwig, my personal favorite, and also one of the best options for your starter in this game. Torterra is obviously a beast. Its typing is very good, and it gets access to very good moves, for basically for free. Earthquake's like right when you evolve, and it's like the best attack you can have for ground stab. It's very good. And in this game, it has a chance of having the Shell Armor ability, which Shell Armor ability basically means you can't take critical hits, which is very, very good. It effectively modifies your health to where you don't have to, since you don't have to play around crits, it effectively like doubles the amount of damage you can theoretically take. Since you don't have to worry about crits, you only deal with normal damage. So yeah. Next up is Chimchar. Chimchar is very good. It's more late game focused, but well, not late game. It's more just like you have to wait a long while for the payoff. Mainly when it becomes Infernape, it becomes really reliable, and it gets access to Infernape specifically. Actually, well, no, Chimchar and Monferno have it as well. To the Iron Fist ability, and it also gets access to the Elemental Punches, I believe, when it becomes Infernape. Chimchar is also pretty good because of the fact that it's probably like the only fire type you can get that's good for the Warwick Gym, because by the time you go to the Warwick Gym, it'll evolve into Monferno, and it'll be taking neutral from rock type attacks because of the fact that it becomes part fighting type, and Mach Punch and Rock Smash. Rock Smash is actually buffed in this game, so that's quite useful for it. So yeah, very good mixed attacker, very fast. So all around a very good pick. I'd say Turtwig and Chimchar are the same viability. You know, whichever one you prefer for your playstyle is good. And then Piplup. Piplup, Empoleon has a good defensive typing. Its bulk is like okay. 80 for HP and defense is like okay. And then obviously 101, I believe, in special defense is pretty good. Its special attack is like, I believe, 100 as well, which is pretty alright. The main thing is just that its ability that it gets compared to the other two, Vital Spirit, isn't great compared to them. It's like, you can't be put to sleep, yay. But yeah, also because it just doesn't hit as hard as the other two. And, what's it called? Steel Stab for special attacks is kind of like, you just need Flash Cannon. Which, let me actually check if it gets Flash Cannon via level up. Pokemon changes. It does get Flash Cannon via level up. So that's one less problem for it. But I think it's just lacking compared to the other two. But anyways, I'm going to pick Turtwig because it's my personal favorite. Yep. Thank you. And now we gotta listen to more yapping. Yay. There is one small, slight variation, I suppose. Even though there isn't, you know, like a Renegade Diamond or Pearl or shit like that. But it's more for, like, the base game. In the base game, Diamond and Pearl, you get your starter in Lake Variety. While here, you get them, obviously, in this route. So we are locked out from getting any encounters in this route. We haven't taken a crit, so there's a probably pretty decent chance for Shell Armor. I also think we have a pretty decent defense IV, but not a good HP IV. Usually a Turtwig with a decent HP IV is like 21 HP when you get it. But yeah, we can just check right now. Alright, let's check. Shell Armor, that's amazing. Impish, oh, Impish is real good. Impish is real good. Okay, this is good. This is gold. This is gold with sauce. So yeah. Another thing I want to talk about is if you've seen my Storm Silver Hardcore Nuzlocke, the way I'm going to be doing videos for this game in particular is going to be a little different. I am going to, I guess I should say first, in my Storm Silver Hardcore Nuzlocke, the videos were like an hour plus long usually. Unless we were only doing one specific thing, they were an hour plus long. In these videos, they're probably going to be shorter. Maybe not this one, but in general, they're going to be shorter because what I want to do is I want to open up a video with an important battle that I prepped for that time. And then after that, we do like encounters or just like general roaming and shit like that. Just because this game is a lot tougher than Storm Silver. And also, it also just, you know, has an increased amount of battles compared to it. Well, important battles that you need to pay attention for. It adds a few rival fights. It adds a boss, what's his name? Aaron? Aaron, the Bug Elite Four guy. It adds a battle with him, which is really, really tough for that point in the game. So we're gonna have to do some major locking in and figuring how to beat that when that time comes. But yeah. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to activate the Turtwig overlay. There we go. That's a little bit an oopsie on my part. Alright, it's a dude, so we're gonna name it Oogway. The naming convention for this time, that is... Oh, we are at Song Capitals. Naming convention for this time around is gonna be fictional characters, just because that's way easier on my brain. Storm Silver, we did food, which, you know, I can only get so many fish Pokemon before I start naming them after fish themselves, you know? So that was a bit of a roadblock, I suppose you'd call it, when I found when I played my Storm Silver Hardcore Nuzlocke. But yeah, these guys are gonna yap on for a little bit. But yeah, main reason I'm naming them Oogway is because I just adore the Kung Fu Panda movies. They are so freaking good. Like Kung Fu Panda, okay, Kung Fu Panda 4 is mid. Like I won't defend that. That shit's mid. But Kung Fu Panda 1 through 3, oh my god, they are such cinema. especially 2. 2 is probably my personal favorite, but I love 1 through 3 equally. I'd say I'd probably have to give my the best to 2, just because of like the themes and the character and the way the characters act, the way the characters act now in the theme, and post trauma and overcoming it. And Shen, oh my god, it's just such a perfect movie. Well, not perfect, nothing's inherently perfect, but it's just such a goated movie, I guess I could say. But yeah, um, Pokemon Platinum is a little bit what's it called, unique in the sense that I can just buy Pokeballs right now. I can just buy Pokeballs right now, and it's before when what's his face? I think this rival is named Ethan. Before when he would give them to us usually. I'm gonna buy 10 because he does give us like a shit ton of Pokeballs when we eventually do fight him. I got one other thing. I'm gonna be a little cheater pumpkin eater. I'm gonna be using rare candies to level my Pokemon. I personally am not of the type that likes to grind for levels. And also, I gave myself full restores to act like a pseudo Pokemon Center. I'm not gonna be using them in battle. That goes against hardcore Nuzlocke rules, so don't worry about that. But yeah, we're obviously going to go, of course, just go back and tell our mom that we're going on an adventure. And we're also going to get the gift to Eevee that's in the back of the room. This is Barry's house. This is not my house. Sorry for intruding. But we're just going to go back here. And yeah, the gift Eevee, the Eeveelutions, all of them have like their movesets changed a decent bit. And I think it's mainly going to be dependent on gender. Not gender. Nature, what evolution we get. I don't know when the average time is where we can evolve our evolution. Like in Storm Silver is really early. In Storm Silver, you got your preferred evolution when you beat Sprout Tower. Here, I don't know. I know there's the Mossy Rock and Interna Forest and stuff like that, so it might be a little while from now. So we're probably just gonna be saving Eevee for when we have difficult battle and we need to evolve it. But yeah, let's see. Eevee, it's a dude. I am gonna name you Yuta. Because Yuta from JJK, because Yuta has like the copy curse technique, and Eevee doesn't really. I'm not using it for the literal sense, just the fact that Yuta can use a multitude of abilities, and Eevee has like a multitude of potential within it, I suppose. Yeah, that seems good to me. Add a little Eevee onto the overlay, and we are good. Let's go ahead and take a look at Eevee. Hardy, neutral. Okay. Adaptability, so that means we're going to get the normal ability of all the evolutions. If I had Runaway, I believe that means we get the hidden ability of the evolution. Which that would have been cool. That would have been cool for like Volt Absorb Jolteon or something like that. But yeah, since it's neutral, we kind of just have like the world's our oyster in terms of what we want to turn it into. I don't know what evolutions probably prefer in this game. It's probably going to be like, depending on our encounters, probably going to be like a Jolteon route. I want to learn Sand Attack. I guess Tail Whip isn't that important. Yeah, it's probably going to be like a Jolteon. A Glaceon is also buffed in this game, and Leafeon, I suppose. I'd say when the time comes, we're going to look more into it. We're also going to get our Lake Variety encounter. This has a chance of being a few different things. It can be a Starly, it can be a Wingull, it can be a Surskit, it can be... what else? Wild Pokemon. Show me Lake Variety. We have a chance at Bidoof, chance at Zero, chance at Psyduck, chance at Wingull. Wingull would be really good for potential Drizzle, I won't lie. What else? What else would be good here? Surskit... Masquerain did get buffed in this game. It's just Surskit's not that great for the Warwick Gym because it's obviously a bug type. Like, the water type is good and all, but I don't know. I think Masquerain probably got buffed. Let me check Masquerain. It probably got buffed. It's a bug type, let's be honest. Let's go to Pokemon changes. Masquerain. Masquerain did get buffed. It got higher speed, special defense, and special attack. That's pretty good. And it's also bug water type, which is good. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say Masquerade's probably a pretty decent encounter. It is a Quiver Dancer, I believe. There we go, we caught it. Let me check to see if it gets Quiver Dance. Oh, is that not a move in this game yet? Dreyano did... okay, I should preface by saying Dreyano added a bunch of core gameplay mechanics to this game that weren't in base Platinum. He added the fairy type being the biggest one. He also added some moves that weren't previously in the game. Most mentioned being well, most important being the fairy moves, I suppose you could say. What else? What else did he had? He added a few moves like Howl and shit like that. But yeah, we are going to... What are we going to name this thing? What are we going to name this thing? Bug, water bug. Actually don't have a good idea. We can name it, I kind of feel like naming it like Sokka from like Avatar: The Last Airbender. I don't know why. I think that'd be fine. I mean, he's not like a waterbender, but he's from the bug tribe, and like I guess like especially when he becomes like a masquerade, you know, it'll be a bit more thematically like Sokka. Like Sokka tries to be intimidating and shit like that, but you know, since he doesn't really have bending, he's not... I wouldn't say he's not that much of a threat. He's a skilled warrior, but he's not like one of the big people of Avatar, at least power wise. So yeah, we're gonna name you Sokka. I just kind of like it. Yeah, but Sokka, you know, he likes to play himself up, so you can see him intimidating someone who doesn't know what he's all about. Oh, you have an item? Honey. I don't think mild plus special attack minus defense. That's pretty actually pretty alright. Or pretty good. We don't really honey for honey tree encounters, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose that's something. But in this game there's no like horde encounters, so like we can't really abuse the honey in that sort of way. In Rising Ruby you could abuse honey so bad. You get like a guaranteed Skarmy because of that. You can get a guaranteed Blissey because of that. Honey is so OP in Rising Ruby. Here we go. Let's just make it through here. We do have a rival battle up ahead, but our Torchwood can more than handle his Piplup. I don't... There is another rival battle ahead. It's Barry after Jubilife. Well, I won't want to say after Jubilife. Like, it's like right next to Jubilife. It shouldn't really be that... Well, okay, it can be kind of difficult because he has a Munchlax, and Munchlax obviously, like, a Munchlax right there is like a menace. Like, early game Munchlax is insane. He starts out with a Starly too, so that can be annoying as well. But yeah, in this route you can get Bidoof, I believe. Hold on one second. I just pull it up. Here we go. You have a 20% chance at Zigzagoon, 20% chance at Shanks, 20% chance at Centrant, 10% chance at Rattata, 10% chance at Poochyena, 10% chance at Growlithe, 10% chance at Burmy. And at the nighttime, it basically... Centrant just gets swapped out for Hoot. Basically, the nighttime encounters are going to be what we use because I prefer to record at night and I don't feel like abusing the in-game clock just to optimize an encounter. And actually, we're going to get the very first step. Growlithe. Is this Intimidate? Please tell me it's Intimidate. Please be Intimidate. Please be Intimidate. It's Intimidate. Let's go. Momentous W. Momentous. This is probably good. Arcanine, like, fire types are usually rare, so it's always good to have one. And this one, Arcanine's a good Pokemon. The only thing is, like, we have to wait for a Firestone, so that can probably be annoying. Actually, wait, is this one of those games? Well, we have the Underground. The Underground, we can get a guaranteed Firestone, I suppose. That can be annoying. I'm gonna tackle it once. Alright, I'm gonna try and throw balls. This is probably gonna be scary. Okay, no. Thank God. Alright, what do we name, like, a female fire dog? What kind of... we can name it Cerberus. Well, Cerberus is more of a mythological figure, but... Yeah, I'm gonna name it Cerberus. Technically, Cerberus is in Smite, and Smite... Well, no, I don't wanna. It's technically... is mythology fake? Or fictional? Is that? Well, if it's not a religion, I suppose so. It wasn't a religion. It was a religion at one point. I think there are still. Isn't there like some like remote group of people in Greek, in like a Greek island, who still worship the Greek gods? I may be talking out my ass on that, but I think there still exists a people who do that. I don't know. I might be wrong. But I just remember hearing something like that. We're going to get into level 10. We are probably going to, not over level, but we're probably going to be a higher level than we need to for the berry fight, because of the fact that I don't want to lose anyone if we can avoid it. I just, like, if we can, like, just edge our Pokemon a little bit closer to, like, the level cap without going over, I think that'd probably be what we're looking to do. But yeah, we don't have to worry about much, at least for right now. We still have the Jubilife City gift encounter, and we also have the Route 204 encounter that we still have to do. But yeah, Growlithe is probably like one of the better ones in this route. Poochyena is also, there we go. Poochyena is also good early game, because Poochyena evolves to Muddiena quite early. And that obviously makes it a good early game Pokemon. I don't know how early though. Oh, Curse, we're going to be taking that for sure. Bidoof, we're fine. Oh, I should turn off set mode. I forgot to do that. I'm going to do that after this battle. Alright. Oh yeah, I'm going to add the Growlithe in just 1 second. Let me just go ahead and heal everyone. Heal you up specifically. And then go into the settings. Sorry, I was just looking up. I need the Growlithe PNG art because I didn't have it prepared in my overlay. Where is Growlithe? Oh, it's probably okay. Here it is. Let me just add that. Pokemon art has like. Pokemon art changed like so much from Gen 2 to Gen 3. And I know it's because obviously they shifted from using Ken Sugimori's style of art to, I don't know exactly who the new artist is. I can probably look it up, but they just have a much different style, and these are like every single time I think of like the Pokemon like Growlithe, like this art, that if you look in the overlay, this artwork of him is what I think of. So I suppose they're iconic in that fashion. They're like still good pieces of art. I just think Ken Sugimori had like a very distinct style, and I quite liked it. It just, I don't know, it just gave off good vibes, you know? But still, these 7 Cerberus is fine fight. Actually, what should we be using? What's your nature? Oh, we can't actually see nature from here. Yeah, Ember is fine. There we go. Alright. Starly, we should be fine. Yeah. I wasn't expecting to get Surskit back there, but, you know, we'll make do. We'll make do. Let's check. What's your nature? Timid. Okay, well, thank God that Arcanine, well, okay, Arcanine gets more physical attacks in this game, but it also has a lot of, well, its stab can be, mixed attack, because it doesn't really, like, it's, what's it called? I'm trying to think of the word. I really cannot think of the word. Okay, here we go. It's stats. It's stats. It's like attacking stats are pretty similar. I think its attack is obviously higher, but its special attack like isn't that far behind. So we're still not. That's not like the worst thing to happen to us. Turtwig, we're just gonna go a new way. Please don't miss. Okay. There we go. We're fine. There we go. These trainers aren't anything to worry about right now. Please let me go. Oh, hi, Shinx. Shinx would have been... Oh, that's not what I wanted. Shinx would have been really good because of the fact that it just gives us a really safe lead into the berry fight that we have upcoming. I'm not going to do any, like, EV training for the fight. I think we're going to just get as prepared as we can for it, like, right now, and then do it. Yeah. Oh, I forgot the looker stuff happens. Honestly, I kind of forget that the looker stuff started in Gen 4. And then they just, like, they carried it over to, like, each and every gen until, like, Gen 8 Sword and Shield happened. Then he just kind of disappeared. I don't know, I kind of miss looker. A little bit, but, yeah. Alright. Now, first thing I want to talk about in Jubilife is because we have a gift encounter. The gift encounter is right over here. It basically, if you answer their questions and do a little about them, you can get one of the Kanto starters. And the good thing about this is that they give you the Kanto starters like they give you all three of them. So essentially, you get to just choose which one you want, and well, you always get to choose which one you want. But the thing is, like, you can check their natures and abilities first. And it's very important to check their abilities because they're you can tell if they'll have their second ability that was added to them on them based off of if they don't have Blaze, Torrent, or Overgrow respectively. And that's obviously very helpful just to optimize the encounter you could get. They're level 5. We don't have any reason to worry about them whatsoever. Swirl, yep. Alright, Oogway. I do have to say, I love having a plus defense Turtwig. It is very good. Thank you. We just have to put one Pokemon in the PC then and get them. You also get all the elemental boosting items like Miracle Seed, Charcoal, shit like that. So that's gonna be very good. I'm gonna throw you in there for now. Alrighty, gimme. Alright, I have a few things to talk about with these guys, and I'm gonna do it. We might have to name them. Where's the name raider? Is he not that far? Okay, I'm gonna name each and every one of them. Alright, what do I name you? A character cares about nature. I'm gonna name you Swamp Thing. Oh, that's the wrong one. I need select. There we go. Swamp Thing. I keep thinking it's... For some reason, I keep thinking it's left trigger, but left trigger I've set the speed up. Oh, we're gonna go back a little bit, because I want to fit the whole thing in there. Swamp Thing. There you go. Okay. Alright. We're gonna name you Ozai. And then, Squirtle. Yep. Thank you. We are going to name you Leonardo. Leonardo. There we go. I did think about some of the names. I didn't think about Bulbasaur because I didn't think I was going to pick Bulbasaur since we have Turtwig, but we're going to check. Alrighty. So, Bulbasaur. Basically, Venusaur was buffed. All of the starters, I should mention, have additional abilities, which are usually their, which aren't usually their hidden abilities. Well, they sometimes are. Okay. what I'm trying to say is they aren't exactly their hidden abilities, because Dreyano changed up a lot of things about them. Venusaur has remained basically its stats, all of the star stats have been bumped up to 535, and Venusaur gets an extra 10 special attack because of that. It's the only change to its stats. However, Bulbasaur and Ivysaur get Chlorophyll as a possible second ability, but it turns into Thick Fat for Venusaur, which, as you know, is the ability of Mega Venusaur, which is absolutely insane. So this could turn out to be a potentially good encounter, a potentially really good encounter. Charmander becomes a fire dragon type when it becomes Charizard, and if you get Charmander as what's called solar power, it eventually becomes a levitate when it becomes Charizard, which is very good. It can be good. I'd say, despite the typing is really good, but obviously if you don't have levitate, you're now weak to ground types. But it still is a very good typing. The only thing is Charizard, it's a little bit too frail for my taste, and it doesn't do enough damage to offset that frailness. Like, its special attack is good, it's just like it could be better. And then we have Leonardo, who's probably the best one, honestly, because of the fact that once if it has a Rain Dish, when it evolves into Blastoise, that becomes Drizzle, and Blastoise gets a Water Spout at level 54, I believe. And what other water type Pokemon do we know that gets Drizzle and Water Spout? Oh, that's right, Kyogre. And Kyogre's insane. And this guy's like a mini Kyogre, which is obviously very good. So yeah, we're gonna be taking Squirtle, because it has Rain Dish, which will become Drizzle. So yeah, we're just gonna banish Bulbasaur and Charmander to box 18. Sounds good. Listen, guys, sorry, it's not my fault. You're just not Drizzle Squirtle. You know, I don't want to do these things, but you know what? You have to. Alrighty. Alright. We just have to talk to Barry. I actually named him Ant in this case, but that's for a certain reason. But anyways, we're going to grab this scope lens. Nice little scope lens, boost crit chance. Not too important right now, but it might be important later on. And yep, we just tell him to get his ass out here. Here's the parcel. And we get the town map in exchange. That's pretty good. And thankfully in this game, we don't have to go chasing around clowns to get the Poketech. He just comes around and gives it to us. Which is pretty awesome. Alrighty. Before we go to Route 203, we're going to go to Route 204 and get our encounter. We have to fight this lady. Let me level up Leonardo. Where are they? Here we go. There you go. Alright. We're just going to get him up to level 10. There we go. And we're also going to give... we have a few things we can give right now. We can give Miracle Seed to Uguay. And we can give the Scope Lens to... I don't know, Utah, I guess? Doesn't really matter as of right now. Just something to help boost it a little bit. Look at that, we dodged a trainer battle. Obviously I just walked without really talking about the encounter as much. We got Weedle. That's... For Warwick, that isn't good. But for... what's-his-face? For Gardenia, that is good. Because Beedrill is quite massively buffed in this game. Beedrill, if you go ahead and look at the Pokemon changes... Well, if I look at them, I'll talk to you about them. Beedrill now has a chance to have adaptability as its ability. You can tell if it's adaptability because of the fact that Weedle will have Runaway if it's adaptability. And if it's adaptability Beedrill, that's pretty insane. But Beedrill in this game is buffed because it gets an extra 55 base stat total. And it gets basically 20 extra speed, 15 extra special defense, and 25 extra attack, which is pretty insane. Especially for like an early game Mon, that's pretty insane. I don't think we're afraid of getting like bug button or something. But in these in this grass you can also find what else can you find? You can find Starly, I believe. We did catch it, thankfully. You can find Starly, Badoo, Bellsprout, Routes, Caterpie, Weedle, Wurmple, and Leddyba. And at night, place Leddyba with Spinarak and Wurmple with Oddish. I'd say what you're probably mainly looking over here for is Routes. Routes is a really good stab combination, even though it isn't that bulky. It can still hit pretty hard. It's a little slow for like a fast special attack, for a frail special attacker. Starly is obviously very good, and Staraptor gets reckless in this game, which is pretty insane. What do I name you? I could name you. Okay, no, you're a girl. I was gonna name him Barry because of the B movie, but no, we can't do that. I can name you Wasp. Yeah, I'll name you after Wasp. It actually makes a ton of sense. Okay, even though B is B drill, you know, we can just use our imagination. We can just use our imaginations a little bit. And I completely forgot to dodge you. Oh well, doesn't really matter. You're not a difficult trainer. At least I don't think you are. Alright. Uniran. We can just go over to you. Water gun. Water gun. Water gun. Thank you. Turtle is getting a high level. I would probably want to be careful of that. Although Squirtle is just handling business right now. Alright. We are going to go to the Pokemon Center, and then we're going to do some mini planning for, what's-his-face, for Barry. Right, and also, let me go ahead and just edit the overlay. Sorry, I didn't have all of the encounters already set up in the overlay yet. Where is... Okay, Squirtle, Growlithe, I'm going to need you to move over. Here we go. There we go. Lock you into position there. Alright. And then I actually need to grab Weedle. I guess while I can grab Weedle PNG for it, I can talk. So, Barry, if you like level up right to level cap of War Key isn't that much of an issue, but then you run the risk of over leveling because there are trainers in the cavern. And well, Barry is pretty problematic because he has a level 10 Munchlax. And this Munchlax owns Metronome, Tackle, and Rock Tomb. Metronome is Metronome. You know, he might get Splash, he might get Draco Meteor. You know, just something you gotta watch out for. But, actually, it's gonna be Beedrill by the time we... I'm just gonna put it as Beedrill. Let me grab Beedrill because it's gonna become a Beedrill in like 5 seconds. It's like, I feel like that's not really... You know. Hold on one second. Beedrill. There you go. So I'm just going to put the Beedrill PNG since it's just going to become a Beedrill. There we go. There we go. There's our boy. Alrighty, so. And, you know, obviously, like I said, Metronome is Metronome. But its Rock Tomb and Tackle do a shit ton of damage because its base attack is 85. And also because of the fact that it has such high base HP. It's... Ooh, Naughty's actually really good. Runaway. This is adaptability. Holy shit. Okay, this is pretty insane. We're gonna go ahead and level up to the level... Actually, what is the level cap for? Trainer Pokemon. No, that's not how you spell his name. There we go. His level cap is level 16. Okay. We're gonna I'm not going to take any chances. Everyone's going level 14. Everyone. This instant. Bolt Seed. We'll take that over Absorb. No reason to keep that. Get you up there. This doesn't really matter. We don't really have Helping Hand. I'm gonna not need that for now. Utah. Oh wait, no, I said 14. I'll go back down there. Baton Pass. Ooh. We're gonna learn that over Tackle for now. We're gonna get Leonardo up there. Bubble. Isn't that just better water gun? Yeah, it has a chance to slow speed. Alright. Bite? Sure. Let's go right to it. Due to the level advantage, I don't think we're going to be at much of a risk for this fight. Iron Defense. Sure. And also, Beedrill is kind of... Well, I don't know if it get one shot by Munchlax's Rock Tomb, but it's probably damn near it, right? This gets, does it end up being more damage than Bug Bite? I don't know. Well, honestly, I probably should just put my Scope Lens on it. Free attack. I guess anything's better than, like, Poison Sting, right? Yeah, anything's better than Poison Sting. Rage. I don't think we're going to be using that. Okay, here we go. We should be at a good enough range of levels in order to not over level for Warwick, but also not be afraid of what's his face, Barry. We're gonna give you Charcoal. Oh yeah, we also have someone in the PC, right? Like Surskit. Oh yeah, Surskit. Let's get Surskit out here. Yep. There we go. Alright, we're good. But yeah, I think we're gonna leave with Growlithe just so 1v1ing Staravia is a little bit more manageable because of the Intimidate. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the plan. Yeah. Alright. Mudshot. I guess that's better than like Sweet Scent for now. Sweet Scent in this game doesn't really have a use, I think. There you go. We're gonna lead Growlithe because, yeah, like I said. Then we're probably gonna switch in Turtwig because I am really afraid of Munchlax critting something and it getting absolutely destroyed. If we need to sack someone, I think we just sack what's his face. Probably sack Surskit or Beedrill, one of these two. Most likely. But I don't think it's gonna come to that because we got some pretty damn good natures. Speed minus special defense, that's like that's good, I'd say, because we just want Blastoise speed as fast as it can. Impish is obviously very good. Timid is fine. It's gonna suck for when we need like close combat coverage, but yeah. Yeah, be very careful in walking down this route. This route will end Nuzlocke. Like okay, obviously I haven't played the game, but I can already tell. We're just gonna go ahead and start Embering. Alright. You're down. We're just gonna go to Uruguay. We can actually probably set curses. Oh, Amnesia. Oh, I didn't read Amnesia. Okay, that's fine. I don't care about this. We're probably set up enough because we can't get crit, so we don't have to worry about getting crit through our setup. So I think we're good. Just go. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Listen, man. Metronome can just be Rock Wrecker, but he has to recharge now. Yeah, so we can just tackle for the guaranteed KO. There's no reason to stay in against Chimchar. We can just go to Leonardo. But yeah, listen. I hate Metronome so much, man. My heart actually stopped once I saw the words Rock Wrecker. Yeah. So yeah, as long as you level up to level 14 and you don't have like 3 bug types, I think that's pretty manageable. You unfortunately can never have Charmander Dragon Rage, and if you choose like, oh, if you choose Chimchar and Charmander, God help your soul. How are you killing Piplup? You need like Badoo or Shinx at that point. But yeah, we are gonna go get our encounters for Route 203 and get through the cave, and then that'll be where this episode ends. But yeah, so far I always love ROM hacks that let you use a bunch of different Pokemon. Cause well, I'm pretty sure everyone does, honestly. There's nothing like bad about it. It's just variety is always good. Remember that in your lives. Variety is also good. Also, before the Roark battle, which we're gonna open up with next episode, we're just gonna open up with the Roark battle. We're gonna I'm gonna go around and make sure I comb and make sure I look. What? What is this? Why is there a Shroomish there? Sir, what are you doing here? I guess you may want an Oranberry. What in the name of God? Does anyone know where I can get an Oranberry from? TM58 Endure. I don't know what that Shroomish does. Should I go and grab an Oranberry? Okay, no, I'm gonna look this up. Hold on. There we go. Talk to him, it'll take it, transform into Mew, and disappear. Oh. Wait, Route 201. Hold on. Wait. So this is a Mew. Okay, so this is a Mew. You just go on and feed berries to it, and it eventually turns into Mew. Through different locations. It shows up at Route 201. What? Where is Route 201? Is that like the route we... Yeah, okay, that's the route we got on our starter on, so we couldn't even get this anyways. Okay, I was just so confused. I thought this was just like a Shroomish we could just get. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. Abra's on this route, and Alakazam is my favorite Pokemon, like beyond, without a shadow of a doubt. But it's gonna be really like impossible to catch. So as much as I love Abra, please don't show up right now. But yeah, on this route you can get Starly 25% chance, Bidoof 20% chance. Ooh, sorry. Spearow 15% chance, C-Dot 10% chance, Lotad 10% chance, Cubone 10% chance, Abra 10% chance. Preferably C-Dot. No, not preferably C-Dot. Chiptree's not good late game. Lotad is fine. Lotad is a really good type combination, so that'll be fine. Cubone is probably alright. Marowak, it'll be good for the Rock Gym, but Marowak probably has gotten some buffs. Abra is good. Bidoof, I think Bidoof evolves really early in this game, does it not? I remember Bidoof evolving really early, and Bibarel got some base stat buffs, so Bidoof is probably actually pretty good encounter. Starly's a good encounter. Spearow probably isn't that great, but yeah. Lotad, if we get Abra, I will try my hardest to catch it, but I really hope. I just let me get Abra when I have like an Ultra Ball or something. Bidoof. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good for early game. If it evolves for Roark, that's like insane. But if it doesn't, then it's not going to be as helpful. Actually, probably should. What is Bidoof's evolution level? Let me go ahead and look that up. Bidoof evolves at level 15. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be good for Roark. as long as it gets access to a water move, Barrel is going to be really, really tanky for that point in the game. So, that's a dub. That's a dub. Can you get the ball, please? I have like 40 of these things. Come on. Oh my god. You're like, you're a Bidoof, dude. I don't want to... I'm going to kill it if I do anything. Okay, thank god. But, like, Bidoof, calm down. Calm down. It's okay. I'm not going to, like, abuse you or anything. Alright, what do I name this? Bidoof is a beaver. We're gonna name... Okay. Listen, if you guys have ever heard of the wonderful place that is Bucky's, I'm aware that the Bucky's beaver itself might be... Or, is it an otter? Oh, no, it's an otter. It's an otter. Okay, you know what? It's close enough. It's close enough. I can't think of any beaver fictional characters, so it's close enough. But Bucky's is a wonderful place. It's a magical place, even. They got beef jerky. They got, like... They got brisket. Listen, they got, like... They got fudge. They got fudge. I love fudge, dude. Oh my god, I love fudge. I'm such a chocolate. I love chocolate. I am such like a chocolate fan. Because like I love like, okay, my favorite type of foods are those that make you thirsty. That's probably really weird to hear. Speed minus that's a bit iffy. That's like simple. All white simple. Oh, with curse? With curse, this thing's gonna go crazy. We can put it in the party over Surskit for now. Yeah. Oh, fuck. That's my bad. But yeah, I just love foods that make you what's it called? That provoke thirst, and obviously, chocolate provokes a lot of thirst. I actually didn't have a Bidoof PNG prepared for this. Here we go. So I'm gonna have to steal one. If you're ever looking to make a layout for yourself, or actually, I'm just gonna grab the Barrel one. It's gonna evolve right away. If you're ever looking to grab like a bunch of Pokemon PNGs for like a layout of your own, like Let's Play or Nuzlocke or something, just go to Bubble P. Just type Pokemon, like the base game is from like Diamond and Pearl, and just type, you know, art, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl art, and you'll probably be sent to the what's called the Wikipedia page, or Bulbapedia I should say, the Bulbapedia page where it contains all of the art. I would suggest using that because it's just like you can use 3D models. It's like up to your, you know, discretion, but I just prefer the way these guys look, like the little PNGs and things like that. Yeah, we're just gonna switch you out for Surskit right now. Sorry, Sokka. Yeah, I just prefer how they look to the 3D models. Oh my god, especially like, why did they have to make... okay, obviously, I know there have been, cases of worse 3D models, but why couldn't the Barrel just have been sitting up, like, all the time? Like, why'd they have to make it get on all 4 legs, and it just looks a bit off, it just looks off to me. Hyper Fang. Oh, that's really good for this point in the game. Hopefully when it evolves, it gets like Water Gun or something. Aqua Jet, yeah, that's good enough. We probably don't want to keep Roll. We want to keep Defense Curl because of Simple. That's like, because of Simple, that's like an Iron defense, dude. That's insane. I know Simple is a Barrel, it's like, what is it? It's a Barrel exclusive line ability, and also Numel has it, if I recall. Yeah. Bro, I imagine Iron Defense Barrel, no way it gets iron defense, but like curse on this thing. I know Barrel gets curse. That's gonna go insane. That might actually be like a pretty decent core of our strategies, like curse setup and then just like sweep. This is a... Oh, it's actually... Slow ball isn't mandatory. I could have just gone on the grass around here. Oh well. We're gonna be fine. Why do they have so many Pokemon? That's fine. We're gonna Ember you. Ember you. Okay, pal. We're gonna do that and do that. I'm gonna say you don't have a ground type move. He has a ground type move. Okay, let's think about this a little bit. Oogway. Hyper Fang is technically stronger. Oh, it hits for Tata too. That's not very nice. Razor Leaf. We're not Aqua Jet. Yep. They have a lot of Pokemon. I don't understand, like, okay, I will say, I understand for the nature of it, like, upping the difficulty of making, like, the regular trainers not just pushovers. But in my opinion, I don't think, like, every trainer should be a battle you have to prep for unless it's a Kaizo game. If it's, like, a Kaizo game, then, like, okay, yeah, you signed up for that. You signed up for every trainer being something you want to bang your head against a table for. Ballin, I think that was an unnecessary amount of Pokemon. Yeah, and then we have to fight this guy. Give me a break. Oh, what you got? Makuhita. We don't really have anything for that. I'm just gonna go ahead and bubble, I suppose. Bubble again. Okay, I was kind of afraid of missing there. What shop? Are we dead to crit? We went from 33. We're not dead to crit. Okay, now we're dead to crit. We can go in Cerberus for Intimidate. There we go. That's fine. There we go. We can just automatically skip all the Warwick gym trainers, so I'm not really afraid of getting close to his level cap. Another one? Okay, wait, well, I know what I can do. We can just... There we go. Oh, well, I forgot that's something you do. You can, like, depending on where they are positioned, you can just talk to one of them. And you don't have to, actually battle them both at the same time. That's probably something important I should keep track of throughout this, because I know it's important against the Ace trainers and, like, the Marsh route. I know it's very important for them to keep that in mind. Yeah. Spearow? We can't really do anything to that in particular besides just Ember it. Cubone, we are going out to Oogway. That's a Sing. Does Cubone get Sing naturally? What are you trying to get me to do? Fire Fang? Yeah, that is just stronger. Okay, yeah, Timid's kind of coming in to our detriment right now. Or, yeah, you're normal fairy, but doesn't matter. There's an item over there. Wait, didn't Professor Rowan give us repels? Yeah, he did. Yeah, buddy. Also got an EXP share, but we're not going to need to care about that. What's over here? A Soothe Bell. That's actually very important. I will say, one of the things I didn't like about Rising Ruby is that he didn't change the item positioning at all. Like, we had items, like, that were, obviously, some items were put in the shop, and, like, some TMs were added and put around, but Dreyano didn't really mess around with the item placement, really. I think Rising Ruby is probably his worst ROM hack. Not to say that's bad, but it just doesn't have, you know, as much of the things a Dreyano hack is known for. We're just gonna put these guys up here just in case. We're not leading with, what's his face? We're not leading with you. We're leading with Leonardo. Now, I will say I love our team so far. We We have a nice... Wait. I'm sorry. You don't understand, man. Pokemon's changed my way of outlook. I thought you were an enemy right from the start, but turns out you were my ally, dude. Yeah, but Rock Smash is buffed in this game. It's base 60 instead of base 40. Actual usable move now. Who would have thunk? We do an encounter here. Okay, Orbo Gate? Orbo? Oh no, man. Zubat 35%, Geodude 35%, Diglett 20%, Riolu 10%. Riolu is the best. You do get a guaranteed Riolu egg, but Lucario can be used immediately because it's a friendship evolution. So that is insane. Should probably just leave with Uguay. That's the safest thing to do. Oh, I'm breaking it down. I'm breaking it down, waiting for my encounter. Oh wait, now I have Repel active. Do I have to like deactivate it? No, I just have to walk. Come on. Okay, there we go. Come on, Riolu. Come on, Riolu. Zubat. Zubat is still very good. We cannot stay in versus Zubat, however. I'm gonna go to you. Absorb, we don't care about that. Zubat will be very good for I can't speak. Or Gardenia. We're gonna name you Dracula. Just easy. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little bit of a fan of the Hotel Transylvania movies. At least like 1 and 2. Because like they're just like dumb fun. Which I feel like you sign up for with Hotel Transylvania. But also, Drac in those movies, oh my god, man, what a hoot. Let's send Wasp. She hasn't really done anything yet. Twinleaf. Oh yeah, we got that. Actually, wait, no, we just outspeed and kill this thing, right? We got that adaptability type pack, man. Wasp is probably actually gonna be pretty good, aren't they? I mean, I pulled up a what's called a Nuzlocke viability tier listing for this game, and while I don't know about while I can't say anything whether it's, you know, like actually true or not, the person seemed pretty credible. And let's see where they put Beedrill. Beedrill's still in D. Yeah, I guess you can't really trade, can't really save Beedrill unless you give it a Mega Evolution. Obviously, that's mainly for, like, late game stuff, probably. Beedrill just gets, like, 90% less value late game. That's really unfortunate. I quite like Beedrill. Oh, hey, Wooper. Wooper's one of my favorite Pokemon. I love Wooper. Well, I say one of my favorite, but it's more like top 50, top 40, top 30, something like that. Are you gonna... Oh, you don't battle me. You just, like, talk to me. Also. Yep, you need that to evolve Happiny into Chansey, I think. Yep. Alright. There's a few things I want to talk about here. So, as you can see, our old familiar friends are over there. Good old, what's-in-faces. The reporters. However, I want to check something real quick, because that is going to be our gift encounter. That's just definitively our gift encounter. I want to test something. Because, if I'm correct, this is in a separate area. Okay, so we have a decision to make. So you either can get one of the Johto starters, or you can get the GOAT, Metagross. Well, Beldum, but then it becomes Metagross. And let me be clear. I want Metagross. It's a major late game investment, but I think with this box, we already have a pretty free, well, not free. We probably have a decent Roark. Like, obviously, we have 4 rock weeks, which I don't think is very good. Beldum can help us with this, but I don't know if it's gonna have like Iron Head. It might just have Takedown. Might just be for like baiting switching. But I'm gonna keep it real. I think Bucky might just be able to sweep like the entire gym. Like if we set up like what's Rourke's lead? What is Rourke's lead? Trainer. Here we go, trainer Pokemon. Works' lead is a nose pass. Okay, we can't really do anything to that. Well, okay, well, we can, but the problem being that it has super effective shockwave against us, which is kind of sucks. We don't have a ground type either, because a ground type can guarantee that it can't do anything against us. So we might have to find like a cherry berry if it's available at this point in the game. But anyways, that's for episode 2 off-screen planning. But yeah, anyways, I think I'm gonna choose the Beldum because of the fact that it's a major late game investment, and even though, okay, let me be clear, the Johto starters are pretty good. Like Typhlosion has adaptability, which is insane because it has Choice Scarf Eruption. For Alligator is also, I believe, pretty good because it's bulky, it gets D-Dance. Is it? Did I even type that correctly? There you go. Yep. It becomes a water dark type. That gives it a lot more weaknesses, especially since this game is fairy type. I don't know how I feel about that. It gets a bunch more base stat totals. It gets, well, no, not a bunch more. It gets 5 more attack. But I don't know how I feel about that water dark type because you get a fighting weakness, you get a bug weakness, you get a fairy weakness. Oh, I almost just see. Sorry. Yeah, that might just be me though. It gets Intimidate, which is good. But Typhlosion gets adaptability, which is insane if you roll it. Can I just... But the problem is I could have a sucky Beldum. Let me look up Beldum, because if you don't know, Steven gives you a Beldum. It gets Iron Head. Yeah, no, we're taking Beldum. So my worry was it wasn't going to have Iron Head by that level, but it has Iron Head. So we're just going to take Beldum. Yeah, it's going to help us out with our Rourke more than the others would, besides debatably Totodile. But, you know, it is what it is. Who am I going to... Okay, there we go. I'm also going to have to look up how to evolve Eevee, or where the stones are, so we can get a sense of how quickly we can evolve Eevee. But yeah, it's really up to you. I would suggest, like, okay, if you're confident in your ability, well, I guess it also depends on your encounters, because, like, okay, like, if I'm being for real, I don't care about Surskit. Surskit can be switched and get some good bubble damage and then die. So, I don't think it's a sense that we have, like, a really bad Rourke. I just think our Rourke is going to take some maneuvering, so I'm willing to take Beldum. And it's not like Beldum's good for Rourke. Like Cyndaquil would be more... Obviously, Cyndaquil would be the best one in a perfect case scenario, I think. But I think Beldum is just going to be the best late game. Well, Typhlosion is best late game. But it's going to be really good late game. But it's also going to be really good right now, which we would need to get Totodile to replicate the results. What are we going to name this thing? Technically, it's a fictional character. I'm not going to say what this is the reference is, but if you know, you know. If you know, you know. And a few of you might think a few different things, but there's one correct answer to this, and only some of you will know. Yeah, so I'm gonna go gather up some items, probably some items that we missed. You know, see what I can learn, and yeah, and I'm gonna come to you guys next episode with a full Rourke team, and we're gonna see what we can do. Alrighty, but first I want to check out the Beldum. Alright. Oh, that's not good. That, that's not good. Calm. I could, at least it'll have better bulk. At least it'll have better bulk. Cope. Kind of sucks. Although now that we have Rockhead, we are gonna get an Iron, or we're gonna get an Iron Fist, Metagross, which is really good. So that's good at least. That's good. That's good. Cope. It's not coping. It is just a correct statement that it is good. All right, but yeah. Thanks y'all for watching. I did not mean to pull that up. I'll see y'all in the next one.